My aim in these talks is to tell you of my experience of working with people with Korsakoff psychosis. Some of what I have to say may be unpalatable, but that does not mean that it's not relevant. I am not a medic. I was a manager responsible for residents and staff at a care home specializing in people with alcohol-related brain damage. People who have Korsakoffs have suffered some level of brain damage. The question is, how much damage has been done? There is a range. At one end of the spectrum is a person who may have problems with memory, but they still will be deemed to have capacity. At the other end is a person who will display all the signs of dementia. A person may be able to manage daily living tasks such as personal care, personal hygiene, dress appropriately, and shop and cook. They may be able to do these tasks, but it's more likely that they will choose not to. Paying bills could certainly be a problem. Even though they are physically sound and have capacity, apathy may be their biggest enemy. You may meet them and talk to them, and they will tell you that of course they can look after themselves. They will be indignant that you've even asked the question. They may meet with their relatives, chat away and be friendly, even go out to lunch with them, and the family will leave and think that the person is doing well. But left to their own devices, they will return to a state of inertia. You must also remember that people have rights. What if a person wants to smoke and they want to smoke when they want to smoke? But because of their memory, they're unable to remember when they last had a cigarette. So you give them a packet of 20 cigarettes and a lighter. Will they remember that it is against the law to smoke within a place of work? Will they care? Let's imagine that the knowledge that they must smoke outside has stuck, and that every time they want to smoke, they go into the garden. They find their own little space, some peace and quiet, and after several hours they discover that the cigarette pack is empty. Their weekly allowance is £24, and a pack of cigarettes is £7.50 a day. The sums just don't add up. Okay, so you encourage them to smoke roll-ups, but they still cannot afford to smoke when they want to. Their personal allowance does not cover the cost of smoking, and even if it does, it doesn't leave any funds for anything else. There is a good chance that a person addicted to alcohol will also smoke. They simply replace one addiction with another. If a person wants to smoke and has no cigarettes, they will not leave it there. They will start asking other people for cigarettes and probably get them, but they will not remember where they came from, so that the favour won't be returned. That could become a trigger for violence. The point I want to make is that in such circumstances, you have to introduce a measure of control. I am using this as an analogy because to be able to help a person who has been affected by alcohol, the only way may be by introducing a measure of control. That, of course, will have to be balanced by their rights and whether they are deemed to have capacity. If that is the case, then they may make the independent decision to continue to drink, and at that point there is nothing anyone can do.